Vision 2020, this being the new decade of 2020 in this year of 2021. I'm hoping for a new vision like the JFK moonshot project speech that he made in May of 1961. We shall land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. This Vision 2020 speech, I hope to be, by the end of the 2020 decade, we will severely defeat hate by the end of the decade. And I hope the inaugural speech will inspire us all. So let us begin. Continue with this. As Einstein once said, imagination takes you anywhere. I imagine a more peaceful world by the end of the 2020 decade. Can you imagine it as clearly as 2020 as well? This story continues. For it to become a reality, I'd like to see Biden and either Trump or Pence, whoever's president, who by the time of the inauguration speech, be talking different locations at the same time to be shown on TV, split screen, during the inaugural time of the speech on January 20th, 2021. Could be one similar to Kennedy's moonshot speech. We shall land a man on the moon by the end of the decade, not because it will be easy, but because it will be hard. This time it will be a new speech called the Vision 2020 Plan. We shall greatly reduce the cancer of hate by the end of the decade, not because it will be easy, it will be hard, but God willing, it will be done. Together we shall see clearly this being the true start of the 2020 decade in the year 2021. We will defeat the cancer of hate by the end of the 10 years, even during these times of seemingly being impossible. Biden could mention, first, you have the letters I, am, or am, in the word impossible. The reason for the possible to not become reality is I am. It is us. The speech is by Biden, and either Trump or Pence will continue to say, hate cancer has metastasized the hearts of all backgrounds. It is spreading. Whites, blacks, Hispanics, police, Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, capitalists, communists, rich, poor, and those of all religions. The only way to defeat this cancer of hate is for all of us to start to love one another. Like a real cancer patient must be kept as healthy as can be for the chemo to work, we must see each other differently for this to happen. Yes, hate, groups and individuals will always be here. Sort of like your immune system is constantly fighting cancers in you while you are reading this passage, even while you are reading this passage. The problem is when the immune system is stressed, our politics not healthy, chemo forces, which I call our military and police, will never be able to keep up, and the patient shall die. One way for us to see each other differently is to start contests to solve our many problems, and for us different warring sides to be on the same team. The contest could be divided to solving COVID, hunger, humanitarian crisis, education, healthcare challenges. Then new Wright Brothers contest funded by private money and ads would award the winners. In return for these private funds, the companies would get free publicity by these payouts. For our divided politics, we need to help unite people who are at war with each other in our politics. The winners of these contests could be doubled if Trump and Biden supporters were on the same team. I bet the people of the political divide have different talents that can together create real change. We must let the worldwide minds walk through the imagination. Let's create new ads showing how our politics are like a magnet, polarized. Then it will show how an idle magnet, polarized, like our politics, stay the same position, the room stays dark with hate. But when it coils, the miracle of light shines. From this, it will cause our body politics to become as healthy as can be, so hate can be gone and Vision 2020 plan can be achieved. This goodwill project to create a healthier body politics between all of us is to do simple kindness like a smile, a hello when we walk by, letting people in front of us in traffic, little simple things like that can create a goodwill energy, which will be contributing factor to the new Vision 2020 plan. At the end of all this, Vision 2020 will be realized. Love versus hate, love will win. Good versus evil, good will win. At the end, it just becomes there of all of us to do a simple act of kindness to change our way of thinking, and therefore let there be light. The end. Through this, right after this speech on an inaugural day, will be the Vision 2020 Council of 12. The 12 should include Biden, Trump or Pence, whoever, capitalist, a communist representative, a poor, an outcast, a disabled person, a non-Christian, Muslim, a Jewish person, Protestant, and a Catholic. I believe for there to be peace, whatever power you want to say this earth is run by, given that this planet is an original place for all of life, that we are all together adhering to the one thing, whatever we want to call it, looking up or looking within ourselves, the power of life. And that's where I think all life matters as such, not to use a term that other people like to use, just that everybody has a purpose. Everybody. So anyhow, to go from there, I think the Council of 12 needs to be formed. And from this will be the perfect storm to begin. It'll be rough, like a real storm, but at the end, it will bring the rains for our thirst, for peace, and for answers for our souls, and maybe even a rainbow. Before the inaugural address on January 20th, let's set up an outdoor speaker series at the most dangerous borders in the world between countries and groups of people, whether it be Palestine, the Jewish country, whether it be in Syria, no matter where it's at, or in South America, or at our border. Let's create music. Let's create a music of goodwill, peace, and little messages of hope for us all, that we all can get together, that we can create the new coil, the new generator from both sides of the equation for our polarized system, of our systems, of our groups. And from here, we create the music in between. And through music, it's the best powerful, more powerful than any B-52, is that of music of hope and peace. And that's what I think we should have playing all over the world right after the conclusion of the inaugural speech on January 20th. A concert should be formed between nations that are warring. We should have temporary peace between Iran or Israel, Syria, and other places. We should exchange bands, both sides creating of that of hope and peace, and something with that, let there be light. That hate can be chased away by a simple switch of a light. Let there be light through music and goodwill with each other. So let us, Iranian band, visit Israel. Let us, Israel band, visit Iran. And from here, what's even the most important thing, of course, you can have cars parked, as noticed on the video. It could be an outdoor concert, and people can watch the concert through speakers of their cars. But what will be the most moving of it all is at the end, both bands of both sides get together and play a big, beautiful, powerful music of both sides together through the art of music. That is more powerful than any military might, nuclear bomb, or anything else. That is the answers through peace are this. I hope this video has showed you a new imagination for new peace. That through bombers, military might is the logic that will not get you from A to B, from preventing war to peace, but the imagination will take you everywhere. And one part of all is through music and conversations and understanding. And that is the key to peace. Then let there be light.